this is Spidey1958, and welcome to my Let's Play Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, Beta, Episode 20. Last time we got a clue to who the traitor was. It's somebody with straight horns, which may be all we need to figure out who did it. Oops, forgot Bear. Come on, Bear. So let's check the journal. Those are done. We still have to do that one. This one. Apparently I missed that one because I didn't report in time. So I got two groups to join the Crusaders. There were probably more. That one we did. That one we need to wait. That one we did. We still need to find the singer. That one's done. And those are all done. Okay. Can we hide? Nope. There we go. So we got Gwen's Family Secrets, The Burning City, Common Cause, which actually should be done, Cold Water, Starward Gaze. So we still need to find Orenka. Okay. So let's go ahead and see if we can complete any of these in here. Eagle Watch. That's Lan. Sheila's there. Who's Hillor? A tall, athletic man greets you. His hair is permanent gray and cut very short in military style. He is impeccably shaved. Oh, I know. Greetings, I am Hillor, venture captain of the Pathfinder Society. He's the guy that will let us recruit people. So that's okay. We probably talked to him before and I just forgot. These two don't have names. Why don't you have names? An imposing young woman from TMZ, surrounded by a crowd of crusaders who are hanging on to her every word. I hope this example clearly illustrates the difference between Justeca legionnaires from the last war and the crusaders. The perfection of form and spirit that was imbued with during creation turned them into parts of a well-balanced war machine, not a ragtag bunch of individuals, but a united whole. Now, tell me again why I'm supposed to be impressed by your reckless assaults where everyone is fighting for their ego and for the right to bear their peers to a swift but pointless heroic sacrifice. Some of the crusaders grumble unhappily, but it is clear they are captivated by the woman's words. The only exception is a scraggly and disheveled halfling monk whose puffy black eyes gives him away as a brawler and a troublemaker. He enthusiastically pushes forward and tries to engage, but one of his friends swiftly jabs him in the back of the elbow, making the poor fellow pause to catch his breath. I think I'll quietly listen. One of the crusaders angrily curls his fist tightly and retorts with a burst of passion. If those gist of yours or whatever had come for us, we'd have their guts for garters. You think we've never fought a mighty adversary before? The soldier's stern facade cannot fully conceal his relish. He clearly plans to enjoy this confrontation. The crusaders around him look upon their exotic opponent with a mixture of irritation and piqued interest. The woman chuckles before cutting off her interloper. I would love to see you storm a 60-foot-tall walking castle shaped like a giant elephant to carry siege formations on its back. And I'll have you know those formations were defended by Jiskin priest craftsmen armed with demon-bound war machines. They use the enemies you cannot defeat as mindless weapons. The woman gives the people around her a triumphant look and adjusts her hair with pointed nonchalance. Her voice takes on a lecturer's tone. You should not argue with someone who happens to be the most authoritative source on the history of warfare 3,000 years before the foundation of Asvalon. The woman looks at you and flashes an amused smile. The lecture is over. Do you, any esteemed listeners, have any questions? Who are you? I am Li Lura, a warrior, mage, and scholar of classic warfare from TZ. The woman peers at you apprehensively and sighs. I admit that I am mildly offended by the fact that my name is entirely unfamiliar to you, but I'm willing to accept this as due to Avastan's isolation from the sophisticated culture of the world at large. You've come a long way to be here. I was born in Amanadar, an official colony of the Empire of Taldor on Tyaz, so I have more affinity with your culture than other denizens of my continent. Having said that, I like to think of myself as an inhabitant of Glorian, and I don't normally identify with any country in particular. Why did you come here? To witness a legendary war, the confrontation between denizens of a plain famous for its love of violence and the Crusaders from every continent united by a common goal of defending their home. An epic struggle of colossal proportions. There hasn't been particularly epic so far, truth be told. Maybe she just can't see it from here. The view will get way more epic if she stops hiding among us and takes a walk outside. The woman smirks contemptuously. She does not deem the monk's words worthy of comment. It looks like you know more about warfare than any of us. Oh, am I hearing things, or did someone finally acknowledge my competence in the art of warfare? Perhaps there is sufficiently open-minded persons among the Crusaders after all. I find myself pleasantly surprised. Why don't you join the Crusaders and show them how fighting could be done? No, I'm a historian, an analyst, a theorist. Do you know what these three words have in common? They describe a mortal woman who does not participate in the conflict upon which her thesis will be founded. But then again, I will hardly be able to describe the mess as anything other than feeble likeness of the last war of Jistka. The monk with a damaged eye grins shyly and comments. The more dangerous the upcoming shuffle is, the more motivated we are to find clever and pretty words to justify not actually doing the fighting. You're wrong to treat the Crusaders with such disdain. Allow me to explain. A debate. Oh, I would be happy to prove the current conflicts can't hold a candle to the last war of Jista. Very well. The last war of Jista was raised using a gigantic, significantly greater number of troops. Both sides actively relied on reinforcements from Allied planes, and their strategic plan was perfected through no fewer than 7 rounds of intensive design. None of that above applies to this war of yours. Compared to Jista, we are but a stone Compared to the Jiska, we are but stone club-wielding kobolds. I would like to conduct my thesis with a few words of wise counsel from Dagon, an advisor to Pharaoh of Forgotten Plagues. I doubt you will comprehend the true genius of the statement, but here it is nevertheless. A Gladfly sees the ox. The ox pays no attention to the Gladfly, but crimson fever takes them both. The events of the past are shrouded in legend, but the fate of the world is being decided here and now. That is what you fail to grasp. The earnestness on the face of those around you have taken away Leilur's panache, encouraging her to backtrack and stumble over her words. Of course, I'm not trying to diminish the importance of current events. What I'm trying to say is that from the standpoint of history, and particularly the history of warfare, the true importance of these developments won't become obvious until later. As a scholar, I cannot deny there's a certain truth beneath your skeptical statements. History is a complex discipline rooted in fact and an evidentiary base that grows ever more meager the farther the described period is from the present moment. Of course, if I were to argue in bad faith, the way Crusaders embellished their tales of slaying a single Byrowak by adding a dozen Balors, for example, I would win the debate, but I am above such things, therefore I am forced to admit that your skepticism is not entirely without merit. Have you changed your mind about joining the Crusaders? I don't see the point. You Crusaders appear to be quite confident in your skills. If nothing else, you presented your arguments to me with extreme confidence. This is a worthy blade. It will be of use not only for the strong, but also for the wise. Received the claw of Jiska. And this is where I bid you farewell. Before the end of the day, I am planning to observe how winged demons use pack tactics to drive their prey like herds of livestock. It is about time I got back to my research. A hint of smile graces Leilur's lips when she sees disappointment in the eyes of many Crusaders around her. Stay safe. Well, we got a magic weapon out of it. I don't know what it does. Looks like it's not magic. Looks like it's just Masterwork short sword. A named Masterwork short sword, but Masterwork short sword. Okay, so we're done there. Some people probably find this boring. Do you guys want me to stop talking to people and interacting with them? I mean, it'd be less spoily if I did. So leave comments if you want me to change my style. I'm looking for... Already talked to him. There's Lan. Where the heck is our little fox lady? There's Wolof. Ember. Dalen. I'm finding pretty much everyone else. Is she in here and I missed it? No, it doesn't seem to be in there. Okay, well, we'll go without her. Or we'll take her in the party. That's our shrine, so we can heal up.
do it my way.
Strange, we killed it over there and the body's over here. Apparently they are cleaning up. I don't know where our little researcher is hiding. Raymond's face is deceptively serene. It would be easy to think the Admiral has been lounging around, but his rolled-up sleeves and the traces of blood on his fingers reveal he barely stopped to catch his breath before going to help the injured. "Oh, it's you. Praise Desna. I said we would meet again." "How can you help us when we attack the Grey Garrison?" "Oh, you know, Desna is an unpredictable goddess. Who knows how she will come to the aid of her faithful children. I have a dream where she sang the demons a lullaby and they fell into a deep sleep, just like innocent babes. But what do you think my dream augurs?" "Did you really know about the demon attack before it happened?" "I did. We have a secret ally in the enemy's ranks. No one knows who this brave soul is, but she has been feeding us information about the demon's plans. Their dispatches have come to us by the most reliable channel bestowed upon us by the great dreamer herself. They have come to us in dreams. Prelate Huron brushed them off as a meaningless reveries there. And well, I admit that it isn't easy to distinguish our allies' message from ordinary dreams, but even ordinary dreams are gifts from Desna and are always worthy of attention. The prelate, and all the crusade leaders for that matter, could have put less store in reason and more in intuition, inspiration, and spontaneity. What's more, not long before the attack on the city, a blind elf who calls himself the Storyteller arrived in Kenibus. The Wanderer wasn't merely a collector of legends, but a scholar of the unknown. According to him, the wardstone in our city, the first and most important in the chain of wardstones, weakened since long ago, was teetering on the brink of corruption. It seems the Red Morning Massacre and other demon attacks, even the ones we fended off, did not leave us unscathed. Unfortunately, the prelate did not listen to the storyteller either. We're lucky he wasn't burnt at the stake as a heretic. We have such vital information on our hands, information that could have saved the city. But no one cared to listen all the way to the catastrophic end. What are you doing here? I'm doing what people are doing all over the city, healing the injured, comforting the grieving, consoling the lost. Alas, the goddess did not gift me the ability to resurrect the dead. The Resurrect offers a sad smile. The tavern may be the city's last stronghold of resistance against the demons, our last hope. We cannot let it slip away. I have to go. If there's anything else you can do to save Karis, please do it. Okay, I think that's enough talking to people. Let's go talk to people. We want to go talk to the head. I need to talk to you. So should I swap you out for somebody? Let's swap you out so I can talk to you. I know I just said I didn't want to talk to people, but she probably gives us a quest. Okay. So we have a quest there. We still have a quest here? Could have sworn we finished that quest. Well, let's go to this one. Do. And let's go ahead and do this the quick way. There's no reason to do it the slower way on these type encounters. That was fast and easy. Oh, come on.
No one stands in my way.
Oh, she's over here. In her fox mode.
You are my favorite aide.
Apparently I can't talk from here.
Yes, what? You require my unbiased opinion? All this waiting bores me.
Okay. So I need to find her and talk to her. We'll do that some other time. Some scrolls have been torn apart, some have been trodden on by muddy boots. Polished oak shells once showcased magic rings and amulets. Now all that left are the grubby handprints of the robbers.
Over there!
My tail is twitching. Must be a sign.
Dynamic heart. We already did that one. This is the same as before. Unique weapons, antique armor were previously displayed on these stands. It's unlikely that the new owners even know their true value. The formerly well-appointed shop now looks a sorry state and has been completely ransacked. Lying in the corner next to a scorched wall are the soot-covered shards of a clay golem's head. The golem's eyes glow in the gloom. Master, code word. Hand of irony. Code word correct. Awaiting orders. Tell me of any suspicious people who came in the last week. 56 individuals entered the shop. Human, female, old. No male, old. Human, female. He'll be reeling off customers till nightfall. We need to ask in a different way. Were any of the suspicious people tieflings? Tieflings 3. Tieflings male, middle-aged. Tiefling male, young. Tiefling female, young. Describe the young male tiefling. Tiefling male, medium height, short horns, curving back, medium length tail, eye color yellow, hair color black, special observations, annoyed master. Horns, hair, tail, that sounds like me, but it's not possible. I know what security's like here. I didn't come near the place. I give you my word, Chief. No special observations. Subjects was unremarkable. Describe the middle-aged male tiefling. Tiefling male, medium height, long straight horns, medium length tail, eye color pale blue, skin color dark, special observations, red hair. Oh, that's our trader. I bet your life on it. Conveniently drilled it into our heads that we weren't to go hanging around the shop. Red hair. We've got a couple of gingers and plenty more who get it out of a bottle. So much for special observation. Golems ain't all that cracked up to be, huh? Maybe its master knows more. Describe the female tiefling. Female tiefling, female, above average height, hair long, pale, tail not observed, long straight horns, eye color blue. Special observation, scar on nose, baldric with gold stitching. I don't know that one. A new arrival most likely. Gold stitching, Wouldn't mind getting to know her better. Enough. Where is your master? Fryman Futrolis, my master is in his hiding place. Revealing the location of the hiding place is prohibited. 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 He likely holed up himself in the basement when the commotion started. The entrance should be around here someplace. Where is the basement in this place? The basement is below me. I guard the basement. Leaving my post is prohibited. Where did you come from? Who created you? This golem was created by Gaffrin and Son and Son. Address, third building on the right, Jewelers Alley, Nielsen Mendel, model G504ENE, which stands for Experimental and Enhanced. For all inquiries, contact Mr. Gaffring. I found out everything I wanted to know, including the fact that you have a commercial built into you. Well, let's search. Some more ingredients. Let's go in stealth mode and move around. Wow, I didn't notice there were reflections in the mirror, in the window. So he guarded the entrance, so it should be over here someplace, shouldn't it? Ah. Takes athletics. Oh, look. The basement. Let's turn off sneaky mode. We don't want to scare the guy.
Pretty good, aren't I?
The elderly gnome, so portly as to be nearly spherical, is curled up in the corner of the basement, shaking. Marauders, bandits, scavengers. And a good day to you as well, my dear shopkeep. Yeah, makes sense. We're all those things and much, much more. Before you report us to the authorities, mind if we have a chat? Please calm down. No one is going to rob you. The gnome peers at you. You do look better dressed than the local thieves and ragamuffins. You came here to tell me the nightmares is over. No, it's not. You're here to steal my riches. Get back. The gnome notices Wolfjiff, and his rounded face turns scarlet. You! Wolfjiff, the dirty little sneak thief. You've been sniffing around my shop for years. Finally worked up the courage to rob me, did you? Get out of here. You and your pals have taken everything already, I'm sure. The gnome seems to settle slightly. My name is Flyman Frulatros. I was the owner of the shop, but I'm not sure I can claim to be the owner of anything now. I hope there's at least something left of it. Oh, come off it. Your shop's fine. It's a bit ransacked, maybe, but nothing a bit of spit and polish can't fix. Tell me about the tieflings that visited Antiquities and Wonders recently. Why would I tell you anything about my customers? You're not from the City Guard or the Eagle Watch. Chief, if he keeps digging his heels in, just say the word. I know how to loosen his tongue. I'm helping the Eagle Watch to catch the culprits. If you're interested, it's in your interest to tell me everything. So they haven't got the tieflings. I thought the city's finest were on the job, and that you can't rely on anyone. Ask your questions then if it's so important. Tell me about the red-haired tiefling. Britain falls to thinking. A red-haired tiefling. I suppose, yes, there was one who came in, spent a long time looking around. He was a person of modest means, I could tell by the clothes, but he asked me to show him an Ashmere-made chainmail. He certainly couldn't afford it. That's when I suspected that something was off. I checked everything after he left, but nothing was missing, and that put my mind at ease. I can't remember what he looked like. I didn't get a good look at his face. All I can remember is he was wrapped in a green cloak like he was freezing. That's all I have. That's it. With that description, we'll surely sniff him out. Come on, Chief, back to Sister Cresmelli. We go to have a good, long, shifty, all my brothers, and put all these clues together. Something tells me our traitor isn't going to wiggle out of this one. Apparently I have to talk about all of them before I get out. I'm not going to read them. We got the important part. And I think at this point we will call it an episode. So as always, if you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and leave me a like or a comment. And if you disliked the episode, leaving me a dislike's fine. But please leave a comment saying why you disliked the episode. As always, this is Spidey 1958, and have fun gaming.